Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about class and style binding. So let me make some changes in our component. As you already saw, this is the manually created component. So let me add that style URL, so you can also check where to and how to add from the test component, which is automatically created using Angular CLI. So let me copy this style URL and paste it down in a dev component, and then moving this thing also dev. Let me save this file is pointing to CSS file, but we haven't created. Let me create one more file as dev.component.css over here, and as you can show, let me create one file as success, or say I want the color of a success or my font to be green, or say I have like say field over here and I want the color to be red. And as you can show here, or I also like mid, or we can say half, neither like success nor in the field category, so I'm color as orange. And I also created one more file which is our like as font style file. So let me choose as style file or some kind of like font styling or something. So let me choose font style over here as italic, and let me save this out, move to the component, and let me create one more thing. As already shown that our project is running, so let me put some br tag to break this thing, or to give some lines over in the HTML. So I'm using that h1 tag for your clear viewing. So h1 tag, and I'm putting as class equal to whatever. Say I want to bind this thing as a success, so I'm copying this and pasting down over here, and say I want as Angular over here. Save this, move toward over here. As you can see, Angular is in green color. So let me also like it's a regular way to binding class using a class attribute, but we have to use the class binding. We can declare a property and assign to the class name. So let me move towards the project again, and then move to the dev component.css. So here I'm creating one more variable, which is, say we have underscore success. So success, and then I'm assigning it to as success, and then save this out. Say I'm binding this thing in the HTML as h1 tag, and then I'm using this property binding syntax as class over here, and then assigning these two as whatever the text I have provided underscore. And let me copy this thing and paste it down in our HTML. So paste it down, and then proper using that, closing the tag and using JavaScript over here. Let me save this and show you. See over here JavaScript where you're working. If you want something to change, you can simply change to mid whatever. Say I'm using that half over here as half. Okay, half over here. Save this, and as you can see, it changes. So that's how we can bind the property with declaring a new property in our TypeScript file, and binding is to an HTML with the help of class binding. Also let me show you what will happen over here if we use class attribute or class binding in the same HTML na. As you can show over here, let me show you one more thing. Here as you can see over here, I'm using that h2 tag or h1 tag. Say I'm using this thing as class. Say I want that class to be italic. So let me move to style over here, copied it out, and then paste it this thing, As you can see over here, let me put it as TypeScript. So TypeScript over here, let me save this and show you. See, it's in italic, but if we bind this thing with the our regular class syntax, so class equal to, and then assign it to the variable whatever we want. So I'm assigning it, saving it, and now you can see over here that will change. Why? Because as you can see that text is in yellow color or say orange color, but it's in italic. So our regular attributes become the dummy attribute in the presence of class binding. So we have another syntax of binding. With the syntax, does it apply the class on the basis of particular expression, either it's false or it's true. So let me move toward TypeScript code, and let me declare one more variable. So here I'm putting that one more variable as, say we have, say, pass over here as underscore pass, or say simply putting as a success. So I'm assigning this variable to true, and then save this thing, and let me move towards our HTML. So here I'm putting this at 1 over here, and then putting the syntax which is class, and then dot whatever the style we want to bind. So here I'm using that style as failed, so failed, and then assigning it to the variable whatever the variable we have created. Save this out, and now move toward the HTML. As you can see, it's in like black color, means no class is been applied. If we move to the TS, let me move it as true. Save this thing. See over here, as you can see, it's come in red color. It means like failed class is applied on the basis of this variable. They are checking whether this thing is true, then it will be applied over here. And you can see that the text is in orange color. So if you want to add multiple classes, then we have a syntax which is in ng class directory. So let me put is as underscore pass, or say like put is as special over here, and passing this value to true over here, and putting this thing to false. Let me save this thing, and I'm creating one more object which is, say, our text class. So text class, and then say I want to bind attribute on the basis of some conditions. So I'm creating as the style file as success. Let me paste this thing success, and then I'm passing as, say, success is not equal to this dot underscore pass, and also I'm declaring this thing as, say, fail over here as failed. Copied this out and failed over here to this dot underscore special over here, or say you can choose whatever you want to choose, or say simply like a special is reserved for some kind of a special thing. So I'm pushing as underscore pass over here. So that thing means success means it's it's not okay. Let me put it as another format. So success means it's pass, and then fail means it's not pass. And let me create one more thing. Okay, that thing is comma separated, and say I want like a style which is in italic. So let me paste down this thing, and then passing as this dot underscore special over here. Let me save this out, and how you can bind this thing in the HTML. So let me move over here and put it that the ng class directive syntax in the h1 tag I'm using as ng, then class over here, and whatever the object we need to bind. So I'm binding the text class over here, and say paste it down over here, and then putting as code me over here. Save this out. As you can see, code me comes in italic as well as in red color by changing only one variable. So here we are binding three category by changing only one variable to true, and then save this thing out. As you can see over here, the text automatically changes. So that's how we can bind the multiple classes using ng class directive. Class binding is really useful because it's allow you to dynamically add or remove HTML classes or CSS classes from the HTML element on the basis of certain user interaction or the state of an application. Or you can also apply changes to classes by changing a simple property. As you can see, by changing a simple property in the TypeScript file itself. As you can see over here, by changing only one thing to true to false, it will change. Save this, move over, see over here. So this is all about class binding. Let me move towards notes over here. So class binding has three syntax. So let me put it as h2, and then we have, say, simply class, and then we have success, or closing that h2 tag, write whatever you want to write. I'm writing as Hari. And also one more method which is h2, and then I'm assigning that class to, like, to as, say, I'm using that underscore success in the TypeScript, and then closing it, assigning Hari over here, and using the backspace h2 over here. And on the ts I'm assigning as underscore success to success over here as success. And also we have third method over here which have to assign on the basis of particular expressions. So the syntax for same is, we have class and then dot text, or whatever you want to write. Say I have like success class, so I'm using success over here and binding it to a statement boolean value which has, say, some kind of value. So I'm putting as error, so underscore error over here, and I'm putting Hari also. And you can simply assign in the ts file as underscore error equal to true over here. And also the fourth way, which is assigning a multiple classes. So I am assigning a multiple classes using h2 and ng class directive. So ng class over here, and then assigning to the object, say I'm creating as underscore obj, and then you can assign as the thing over here and h3 or say h2, and then simply you can put this thing as, say, underscore obj. Say we have this thing as well. So let me create as success, say, like true, or we have, say, failed as false. I'm hard coding, as I already show you the example. You don't need to hard code this thing. So class binding is, that's it is. Let's move towards our style binding. Now move towards style binding. So style binding is also very much similar to class binding. Let me move towards HTML. And then CSS thing I don't need much, so I'm closing this file. Only the file I need is TypeScript file and HTML file. And also I don't need this thing, so I'm commenting out. And also the component thing, which I don't need this, I'm also commenting out this thing. And also save this HTML also. So let me show you after saving how our project will look like. So it's very much pretty similar because we already erase our code whatever we write. Let me go to the HTML and introduce one more h1 tag over here, or let me use the break statement over here as we have br, and then let me use one br also. And here I'm using h1 tag. I'm using that property binding syntax which is boxy bracket, and I'm using style say dot color, and then I'm assigning to as say in the double curly braces after single curly braces, and then I am writing it down as red over here, and then save this thing. Also we have to close h1 tag. I am printing here as hurry, and then say style, or I can put as style binding example 1. Let me save this and move towards the project. As you can see, that color will be particularly rendered because of style binding we have used over here, or we can also use conditional style binding also. Let me copy this thing. Okay, and let me copy this thing and then paste it out over here also. And we are using that on the behalf of, like say whatever we are using the condition. So let me create condition which is say I have error, and not this one, so I'm creating as error and then assigning this value to true. Let me save this thing, and also moving toward style binding. So this is example number 2. Also, instead of using this thing, I am conditionally rendering. So here I am using the ternary operator with the like say a property, and then using if this thing is true then put it as red, if not then put it as yellow, or say put it as green. So it's simply just like if or else block on the basis of condition. So is this the condition, error is the condition which is currently true, and this is the if block and this is the else block. You can simply learn in this manner. So let me save this out and go to the, as you can see over here it's in red color, but if I change this thing to false, error to false over here, it will change to green. Let me save this and move toward the browser. See over here. So that's how we can conditionally style bind in the style binding property. Also we assign component classes property during binding. So let me show you what I mean by this. So here I'm putting some value or creating some property. So let me create as property, or uses as property, and then assign it to as say yellow over here. Let me save this and moving towards there, let me copy out this thing using Control C and then paste it out this thing and putting this as example 3. So here we have style binding dot color, and I'm assigning simply to the property, and that property contain the style. So let me save this, and using the as property, it's simply like a kind of property binding. So let me save this, and you can say I have assigned this to yellow. So if we go to the browser, and we can see over here as yellow text over here, and to use multiple style we need the particular directive which Angular is provided, which is ng style directive. So let me move toward the HTML and copy this thing out one more time, and also this is our example 4, and we are using that ng style directive. So ng style directive over here, and here we need to assign that properties, or here I'm declaring one variable as ng binding, or let me save out this thing and copy also, and here I'm declaring ng binding. So here I'm declaring an object of ng binding, and say I want color as, say, whatever you want the color. Say I'm putting as a, say, putting as a orange, or you can put whatever you want to put. I'm putting as a orange over here, and then also I'm assigning that text over here as, say, font, then style. Okay, so we have to use camel case over here, and then assign it as italic. So we have italic over here. Let me save this out and let's move toward the browser. As you can see, just wait for a minute to have it execute. Okay, yeah, it's executed successfully. Now it's running. Just wait and see over here. See, we have that text in the color as our orange, and also we have put that font styling as italic. So let me move towards notes over here, and say we have like style binding is say like same as we have class binding, or we can like or conditionally, okay, nullly style binding is conditionally, okay, binding is possible in style binding. Also, one more thing, we can use multiple style in style binding, and we also have that our example. So let me copying this example and paste out that note for you, and you can also find this note in the description below. You can go and check out this thing as well. So let me also put it over here in this format. So this is it for this video. In this video we have learned about class and style binding, the method how we can bind a particular class or a particular style with the help of some conditional operator, or with the help of using an object. As you can see over here, within the class binding as well as in style binding, we have used the array. So that's how we can bind multiple style or multiple classes. So thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next video.